Hey YouTube, today I'm doing a really cool video for the channel. Today I'm doing a LEGO Land Rover Defender Classic build. So let's open up and let's get started. So this is a LEGO Land Rover Defender Classic, 150 pieces, AJ plus building toy. So it's from the LEGO Creator Series, which I like because, they're basic but they're fun and they look good in the collection. So yesterday I was at the LEGO store at Yorkdale Mall in Toronto, Canada, and I saw this one, and I had to pick it. I really was also introduced and, fascinated by they had the LEGO Concorde aircraft there, which is really cool, but in Canadian it's almost $30. So I picked this, which is I think 20 something, so now we're going to build this and let's check it out. So first look at this from the back before we start. So you see there's a more detailed one. I think this is a Technic set here. And here we have this one here, which I've got here today. It comes with the figure, comes with, your Land Rover and all that, and a fifth wheel on the back. And I believe the roof pops off almost like a Target top on a Porsche. So here we go, finally we're going to begin. So if you're like me, you always love opening the box. So the box is open now. It's really oddly satisfying to hear all the pieces as you open it. So again, this is a 150 piece set, so we're going to follow the instructions and do it in order, and join me for this build. So we got the instructions, time to start building. Of course too, one thing you got to do is open up all the bags and stuff, so we're going to begin by doing that. I like building them right out of the box, so we're going to empty them into the box and do it from there. So the bag's been opened, the box has been opened, here you go, 150 pieces of LEGO fun is about to begin. So when I build LEGO, I always love to start with the little minifig that comes with it. So this one comes with this lady here. She's got a nice set of hair. Looks like she's ready to go off-roading in this rig once it's finished. So here she is beside her future rig that we're about to build. So without any further ado, let's get started. So step one is this. Next step, we put this 4x4 here. And we put what I like to call the vent pieces. We put one on each end of this. And rotate it over. And then we put these here. I believe this is going to be the start of the axles or something. Next step. The next step is doing 4 of these. Put them in 4 different times. I always love clicking these when I do LEGO. Find it so much fun just to push them in. So now we're going to find the next 2. One more to go. And run to the last one. All 4 clicked, and then attach them onto it. So they go on. So what you do now is actually switch the piece for the longer one. I didn't realize there was 2. So put the little axles on. This is pretty cool. So it's a fun size. It's pretty small, but really it's going to be nice to detail it after. So then you got these on here. Then what you do next is you put 2x2s on the front. So you click this on right here, and then you repeat with the next end. Next step would be like pick the front which you're going to use, and then put this piece on here. After that you're going to put, I believe, what would be there almost shocks onto the back of it. So this piece I see right here. So this goes right here, and then you repeat. So do this for all 4 axles. Kind of looks like it's giving it shocks. It's kind of cool. So you're going to find the rest. So we've got the 4 shocks all put on now, and then flip the page. It says we're going to be putting the fender flares on the rear now. So fender flares should just click right on, which is pretty cool. I always love seeing a truck that has fender flares on it. It's a nice look. And then after that we make the truck wider. So as we make the truck wider, we're putting one of these on each side. So put this piece here too. And then this goes down in here. After that, we use this piece here, the platform one, which should probably be the interior of the truck, and we put it down here. Next, you put this cool white piece. I've always liked these little ones for building spaceships. You put this here, and then we use this here, and I put it here, which I believe will be the back of the interior of the truck. So step 11, put these on. I always loved these pieces when I was a kid. These ones, because you can make like ships and stuff out of them. You could angle them. In a world where like everyone was building like, you know, just basic ones in the blocks, like you could actually create something really cool. And so you put these on. And then you're going to do 2 more along the front. And then finish it up on the other side. And that's another step done. You can kind of see it's taking shape. The next step is nice and simple. Just put 2 fender flares on each side, or 1 fender flare on each side. Again, I love the look of a 4x4 truck with fender flares on it. It looks just absolutely gorgeous. Next is really cool. We're going to put the steering wheel on, as well as 2 other pieces. So we're going to go to the front of the truck, which is over here, and you push these down. So I guess this is like the dashboard, or the engine or something. And then right behind this, we're putting the steering wheel. So guess what? It's drivable now. So this is really small now, these pieces. So let's make sure the camera can see it. So you put this on here. And then you put this one on here. After that, there's 15. Step 16 is you put this here. 17 will be putting this one here. 17, put this on here. This is the step. So I believe this is one of the walls of the door now. So the next step is put one of these slippery pieces on the top. I always liked these when I was a kid because they reminded me of like ice hockey rinks because they were slippery. You know, you could slide stuff on them. I made like a few little mini rinks. Set some cars on it. Then after that, we put this on here and make sure it's in there tight. So I think this is the base for the 5th wheel. What we're doing next is going to be really cool. We're doing the taillights now. So there's actually quite a lot of detail in this build, being that there's taillights in it. So you put one of these on each one. And I also just love the color of these because it actually does look like, you know, city stoplights with the red and the yellow, how it'd be like in a city light. So you put the orange ones on the bottom. You put the red one on the top. And then repeat for the other side. This was actually really satisfying to push these on here. Feels kind of like one of those bubble fidget things. So this is pushed in there now. So there, that's going to be like the rear of the truck. Next, we rotate this and we're going to put, as you can see here, the bench on the back. So I believe this is the back bench and the back door. That was 20, so this is now step 21. This actually looks like it's really excited. This detail I did where it's like, woohoo, build me. So you have the truck here, and this is the front, obviously, of the steering wheel. So then you slide this onto the back of it, and it just connects right on here, right onto the back. So then that's step 21, now I move on to 22. So now we're on the next step, which I believe is just putting these little makeshift doors on. So you have to make them here, 3 different pieces each side. And then you click them in here like a little soft closed door. Then we rotate the page, now we're to 23. So here now we're putting the slides on the door, I believe, because it's a target top. So one of the slippery ones on each side. Again, I always love these pieces here specifically. And then we're going to put ones that have an angle on it, facing inward, here, and then repeat for the other side. Then you do the second side. You go to the next page. Already on step 25, I believe this is the engine, because because we're putting one of these in it. So you put it in the gap here. And you always put this over this like it's a strut or a dashboard. I don't know if that's the engine or the dash though, so. And then after that, I believe we're putting the hood on. Put one on each side. I already see some ways I'd love to customize this. So the hood's on. And then what we're doing now is we're putting these here. So you line them up with the steering wheel. So it's two connected single pieces, but it's hard to film that, so I put it on this way. So then you put on, I believe, the bumper or the bush bar, or push bar, whatever you want to call it, bull bar. And then you're adding more. So right what I call the engine, you put this on over top of it, which I think is going to become a grill. And then there's more coming. You put this on, so it's almost like a V6 now, if this was an engine. Next step, we put these on the front of each side here. One here, and one here. Push it down. Behind that, put this. And then, finish up the hood here. Click these on. Make sure it's clicked and the hood's almost done. Next, this kind of looks like a door or window. This is the kind of a roll bar. Put this on the back here. This is kind of hard to film, but right here, click one of these here. And then repeat it for the next side. Just click one in. And I think this is a really cool use of these bricks. So the ones that are called the traffic light bricks. You put them in this way facing backwards on both sides. And then after that, you're able to click on the windows, which I think looks really cool. So that's how you could remove the window too. This is actually a really creative way. This is something I would think of. And repeat it for the other side. So click the window in. Then on the back of the window, so if you want to slide the windows out, you can quickly do that. And then repeat it for the other side too. So window protector on. Then you're putting this flat piece here above the roll cage. Make sure it's clicked securely. Next, we're building a new part here. So this is the next part you have to build separately from the truck. You have to find the pieces here. Got it. So click those in. After that, you'll be taking two of these, put one on each side, and click them around. I always thought these were cool pieces when I was a kid. And the second one, connect that on there. Okay, these are some really cool pieces I've never seen before. Wow, I like these. These would be really cool for building a ship because they look like kind of realistic for Lego. And I believe this is the front bumper. So then next we're putting, see if I can do this right. Putting these on here and then one on the other side. Okay, dig forward in the collection. Here. And then obviously we're putting the grill on. And then obviously put the lights on next. Oh, that is really cool. Maybe in the future I'll actually light this bumper up with LEDs and stuff for Christmas. That's cool. Now rotate it, flip it over. And then on each side here, just put one of these single pieces in. These are a bit hard to film, but stay with me. Back to the main model. Take this and you connect it to the front. And it should click in. Wow, I feel like I worked on an assembly plant now for a truck. And here you can put the stickers on, but I'm going to do that after. So now here we're putting, I think, the front windshield on. So this goes on here. And then you put mirrors on. You put one on each side, which is turning out to be really cool. So that's how that works. After that, you put on this big windshield here. I remember these from building trucks when I was a kid. It's really cool that the mirrors are adjustable though. So now we're going to flip the page and move on. Next page, here we go. So it looks like we're finishing up the hood here. So this is kind of realistic to a Defender though, because the Defender does have a hood that looks just like this. I'm actually impressed at it, because I've had some other, building cars, Lego cars and that don't always look the part, but this one is one of the more realistic ones, I think, because it's so boxy. It looks it's the perfect car to build Lego with, Make sure to do these. Don't lose these pieces. You might want to glue them too if you're not going to take the car apart. You can always leave them on. That's how that looks. After that, we're adding like armor to it. So this goes here. And then, so we're almost out of pieces. Put this on the front here. It doesn't want to stick on. And then finish off the hood by doing one of these cool little tiny pieces here on each side in the corner. And that's the end of this page. The next thing you do would be to put the mirrors on. So make sure that they're facing up. And again, the mirrors are adjustable. So you can kind of do it however you want. You can customize them. If I further go into this, I might put LEDs as the mirror. So that might be kind of cool to do some interior glow and all that stuff too. So there's that. So next, my favorite thing about Lego, usually I do this first actually, but we're doing it last, I guess, for this one. Putting all the wheels together. I just absolutely love doing this. So when you've got all the wheels assembled, oddly satisfying, there should be 5 wheels, 4 for the truck, 1 for the 5th wheel thing on the back. You can put on the wheels. So make sure you note that one side is for the brake and one side is actually meant to go on. And it'll click when it goes on and you'll hear it. So there's a proper way to put it on and there's one way that it won't go on. So there's that. And then once you put all the wheels on, you're pretty much almost done, which is really cool. So all 5 wheels are on. It's looking really good. Next, we're doing the roof quickly. Like that. Finish off the roof by putting this here. Now we're going to work on the inside of the roof here, so you can do, I think, the target top for it. Put these here. One of these goes on the front of each here. And you can adjust this too if you'd like to customize it later, of course. And then flip it over as reversal, and then on the roof here, I think you're supposed to put this here. So this goes like this. And then when you're done, you can put the roof racks on. Really think it's cool that this came with roof racks, because I've got a few Lego bikes and stuff that I could love to attach to this. So the last step would be to put the roof on. And there we go. So it slides on, slides off. So there we go, the finished truck, the girl. And we've got some extra pieces for some fun. And if you like that, I'm going to be finishing this Lego Lotus next, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more. So this is the finished result, the Land Rover Defender Classic. I'm really happy with this build. I can't wait to customize it, add some cool stuff to it. Yeah, thank you for watching it. So here's how it looks after creating it, the Defender. Quickly little look at it. Really nice. I'm pretty happy with this, so thank you for watching it.